Hello and welcome to the OCFS Prevention Database webinar for data entry. During this webinar, you will see a demonstration of the data entry process for the prevention database. This is the correct web address for the prevention database, and the best browser to use is Internet Explorer. Once you've reached the login page, enter your username, and then tab down with your keyboard or use your mouse to enter your secure password. If you do not have a login, please see your supervisor. We recommend that you do not share your login information with anyone. Click the login button to log into the database. If your attempt is unsuccessful, please check that you're using the correct web address, that your cap lock is off and your number lock is on. If you're still unable to log in, click the Forgot Password button, enter your username and hit Submit, and a new password will be sent to you via email. Most of you will not see this next page because you only have one role in one agency. But if you see this page, just select your role, and the application will bring you to the home page of that agency. Let's enter a new registration. Click New Registration on the toolbar to access the registration form and begin to enter your client data. You can use your tab key on the keyboard or your mouse to go through the open fields. For any of the drop-down menus, you can either use your mouse to make your selection or you can type the first letter of your selection to fill the field. Remember, when you're entering a date, the year requires 4 characters. These questions can handle multiple responses. When you have finished your data entry, click on Submit. Any required question that has not been entered will show at the top of the registration form in this red box, the number of the question and the question itself. And if you scroll down to the question, you'll see a red asterisk. This should alert the user that this is a required field. Once you have completed all the required fields, click on Submit. And this will bring you to your client's case homepage. You'll see the client's first and last name and the registration date. You can click on the Edit button to view the registration form, and you can also edit it. Any children associated with the registrant can be entered by clicking on the Add Child button. Let's do that now. Enter the child's name. And the gender, and the relationship, and the ethnic racial background, which can also have multiple responses. When you have finished, click Submit, and you will see the child is now on the client's case homepage. Again, the Edit button is here, and you can use it to either review the child's registration form or to edit it. Any services for the child can be viewed or added by clicking on this button. Let's try that now. Select your service. And here's the service delivery method. If the service was delivered by a home visit, you can click that here, but you don't have to. This is not a required field. And enter your date. And submit. You'll notice here under service history, now the service is listed with the date of service. Click your close button to close this form and go back to the case home page. If two adults in the same household are receiving services, they can be linked by using this button. Linking adults automatically links each adult to the other adult's children. So children should only be entered into the system once, even if both parents are receiving services. To view or add services for the client, click this button. Multiple services for the same date can be added on this form. So let's click Job Readiness, Basic Needs, Formal Parent Education, and Health Programs. Again, the service delivery method can be added here, but it doesn't have to be because, again, this is not a required field. Enter the date received. And click Submit. If we scroll down, we can see that all 4 services for this service date have been entered. If one service has been entered in error, you can click the Delete button here to permanently delete it from this client's case. And you scroll down, notice it's gone. Click the Close button to go back to the case home page. Any assessments for the client will be listed here. So let's add an assessment. Click the Add button to access the form. And the form date is the date that the assessment was completed. Just going to go through tabbing on our keyboard to enter the fields. Once the data has been entered, you can click on Submit. And notice here the assessment completed date is right here. You can click the Edit button to view or edit that assessment. The next assessment due date is right here. All the PFIs for this client will be listed here. If a PFI is not required, you can click this box. Let's add a PFI. Enter the day that the PFI was completed. And again, we're just going to move through the fields, tabbing with our keyboard. Once you've entered all the information, click on Submit. And again, we are back at the client's case homepage. You can see the PFI completed date. And again, the Edit button is here for you to view or edit the PFI. And the next PFI due date is here. Let's go back to the home page and take a look at it. So this is the toolbar, and this, along with your username and the agency name, will appear on every page of the database. You can always access the tech support phone number and email address. Here's where any updates for the system will be listed, the date of the update or the change, and a brief description of the update or change will be listed here. Down below will be the quarterly data. So any new registrations or services provided, clients served, or PFIs completed will be automatically updated as it's entered into the database. Let's search for a client. Click on the Select Client Name and enter the client's name. When you have identified your client, click on the client's name and it will bring you to the case homepage. We hope this webinar has been helpful. Thank you.